best way to build an emergency fund?
Yeah, an emergency fund. We all need to have them, right? So the first thing I would suggest is to set a realistic goal. Begin with something that you think you can achieve, like $500 to $1,000. And then you want to have a long-term goal. The rule of thumb is for your emergency fund, you should have 3 to 6 months of your expenses saved up. Sometimes that can be pretty lofty, so starting with something small is totally fine. You want to open a high yield savings account. So go to your bank or go to any bank around you and ask them if they have a high yield savings account, and then ask them what is the interest rate on those high yield savings accounts, and also ask them if they have a minimum deposit requirement. You also want to make it automatic. So when you're putting money into a savings account, the best thing you can do is have an automatic draft. So do your budget, find out what sort of extra cash you're going to have at the end of the month, and see how much of that you feel comfortable automatically contributing to your savings. Another thing you can do is to cut expenses temporarily. Look for any unused subscriptions that you might have, cook more meals at home, and try to pause any non-essential shopping. Track your progress. You're going to want to use like a budget or a spreadsheet just to see how you're coming along. And really do try to keep it for emergencies. I know that we can be tempted by things that we really want, but define what qualifies as an emergency, and try to keep that money in there if you can. If you have any high interest debt, it's good to pay that off first. Things like credit cards, those usually have the highest interest. Sometimes maybe a car loan will be the highest. So try to pay those down as soon as you can, and you'll be well on your way to saving up an emergency fund.